So I just got home with this drum set. Last thing I need is another drum kit, but this one actually has some sentimental value. I sold it to a cousin quite a few years ago, and I originally bought it from a friend of mine and used this in several concerts and had fun. Did some drum solos on it, and just a nice kit. It's an Imperialstar, probably from the early 80s, late 70s, early 80s. But it's missing like one of the bass drum spurs. Some of these lugs, as you can see, are broken. So I'll probably have to donate one of the toms so I can have enough lugs for the rest of it. I'm going to rewrap them as well. But this is the before, and they're definitely going to need some work, but it'll be worth it in the long run. So I'll get to it. What's cool, I found out on this kit, I thought the bass drum looked larger than normal, but it's a 24-inch kick drum, and then this floor tom is an 18 by 16. But what I thought was kind of crazy when I was taking the wrap off here, it's actually a whole little second section that was put on to make it big enough for this. I guess the standard 16 is what they usually had, so for the 18s they just used a second piece to go over it. But it's coming up pretty easy, and it's not glued all the way around, so I'm thankful for that, because when you have older shells that are glued around the whole the wrap that's glued around the whole shell, it's really hard to get it off without messing up the wood. Something else kind of interesting I noticed is that some of the Imperialstar kits had a internal muffler, but this year they must have not. They filled in the spot there where the muffler would be, and on the other toms there's holes, but there's no internal muffler, even though the wrap doesn't have holes. So it was just how they that year, I guess they didn't have them, so they just used the same shells from before. And as you can see, that wrap down there, they just marked on what size the wrap was just with a marker. But just some interesting things while taking these apart. One of the things missing from this kit was one of these legs for the bass drum. I was able to find one from another kit that I had before. I've got a lot of parts from just drum sets where it was missing a part and I had to buy a new set or whatever else, but found one that's looked like it was the same diameter, but it's actually thicker, so it wouldn't fit through this. So I had to take a drill and make this bigger so this one will fit in there. And I also had some separate feet that matched, that fit on here. The original one was wider at the bottom, but this one will be the same, so I just took the original one off and put these two on there. So because I have all these extra parts, I was able to bypass having to order the replacement, and to get something that old, you know, from the early 80s, late 70s, it's going to be pretty pricey because people know what they have, and it's not just a part you can get anywhere. So this works out, and I'm pretty happy that I'll be able to have parts that really don't look that much different than stock. So well, I've let the hardware sit for about a day now, and I'm getting it out and using a rag to dry them off and clean them off, and I'm using some steel wool if it's bad enough on the lugs, but most of these are pretty good. This is very time consuming and something I wouldn't probably be doing unless, you know, I'm in a situation like I am now where I'm rewrapping a drum set, so you got to take all the hardware off anyway. So it's the perfect time to clean it and then let it dry out. And so I'm just going to let this sit. This is probably, I would say, like maybe a sixth or maybe an eighth of all the lugs. There's so many lugs because I have 5 rack toms, 1 floor tom, and then obviously they're double lugged, so there's 6 on most of them on the top and 6 on the bottom, so 12 lugs per drum, and then 14, 15 and 18, I believe, or maybe 8 lugs. I know the 18 is for sure. So that's a lot of drum lugs, and then you have the kick drum, which is another 20. So it takes a lot of time, but whenever I get done and have the kit fully finished, it's going to be worth it, and it'll look almost new. Well, I got the kick drum wrapped and all the hardware back on. I had to look at pictures to see which direction this badge was, but you kind of think it'd be facing the opposite way so the people in the front walking up to it would see the badge, but I guess it's more for the drummer. So I got this done, and I'm going to start wrapping the other drums and getting the hardware in them, but I'm really looking forward to how it's going to turn out because it's going to look much better than that faded red. So I got the drums rewrapped and all the hardware back on, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. This color is really neat. definitely brought new life to these old drums. I tried cutting a porthole in a white head that I bought, and I messed it up because I did it while the head was installed, and I got the tension really high thinking that would help make it cut better, but it also just made the whole cut go across the whole head and messed it up. So that was about 35 bucks wasted, but you live and learn. I think I messed one up years ago, but I haven't done it since then, and I apparently didn't remember. But I think it turned out really cool. I'll do a demo of how these sound. They could probably use new heads, but right now I don't have the funds for it, so I'm just going to use what I got. But this 24 kick's pretty cool, and having a 18-inch floor tom is pretty neat as well. So I have a 12, 13, 15, and 18, and I also ordered a 10-inch concert tom that I'm not sure if I will just wrap it and leave it the way it is with the 6 lugs on the top, or if I will try to get a bearing edge on it and put extra lugs. The only problem is it's such a short drum that the lugs may not even fit that way, so they may have to be offset or just leave it as a concert tom.